Well, let's see what the drinker thinks of lanterns. Don't think it's gonna be good.
Remember that Simpsons episode where they go on a tour of the Duff Brewery and you find out that every flavour is just the same crap piped into different containers?
Yeah.
Well, that's basically James Gunn's DCU at this point. No matter what movie or show you find yourself watching, it's all just slightly different flavours of the same cynical, wannabe, edgy, unfunny, deconstructionist James Gunn slop. In this case, seasoned with a little bit of Damon Lindelof's mildly retarded answer to True Detective, but with all of the intelligence and creativity replaced by his thinly disguised race-baiting political fetishes to produce Green Lanterns. Sorry, it's just lanterns now, because green isn't cool enough for a show about intergalactic space cops with magical rings that allow them to manifest anything they can imagine, I guess. I'm so tired, man. Watching a DC project at this point is a bit like spinning a wheel of fortune to decide the method of your own demise. You know it's ultimately going to be messy and unpleasant, it's just a question of degrees. And having slogged through all 57 minutes of the pilot episode, I can confidently tell you this show is an absolute chore, combining the worst aspects of modern Hollywood character assassination with a tediously slow plot that takes forever to get moving, and dialogue that literally spells out every single thing that just happened, telegraphs what's about to happen so the audience is usually 10 minutes ahead of the writers, and lays out his political allegories for modern day American immigration.
I always make sure I react to the ones that Drinker don't like. They're too funny, man. If he likes something, those will be good too. Because he might make jabs at other movies that didn't do what this particular movie's doing or whatever. But man, when you don't like something.
And race issues with all the subtlety of a thermobaric weapon. Let's get this over quickly. Consider it done, Simon Phoenix. The show picks up in 1996 with a young Jon Stewart. No, not that one. Watching Hal Jordan being interviewed on TV about how he became the Green Lantern until his dad shows up and shoots at him to see if he's scared or not.
Yeah.
Are you afraid?
No, sir.
It's a psychopath father right there.
You know, funny story, I actually tried that once with a crossbow, but it didn't work out quite so well. Well, we should probably edit that out later. Anyway, flash forward 20 years or so, and John's now being trained by Hal as a kind of backup lantern just in case anything happens to him. Oh yeah, and Hal's a drunk, middle-aged loser now who doesn't actually teach him anything useful, because the rules of modern writing dictate that any man over the age of 50 has to be a drunk, disabled loser.
But I gotta tell you, he was the most entertaining part of that episode, and I'm assuming they're going to be jumping back and forth as the series goes on, considering the way it's been told and what happens at the end of the episode. So I'm looking forward to more of him. I'm not looking forward to John because they made John very bland and boring, so that sucks. But because John's my favorite Green Lantern, but you know, it is what it is.
God, it's just so creative, I can't get over it. Anyway, when a mass shooting happens at a football game in small-town Nebraska, the boys are deployed to find out what happened. That's when they run into annoying girl boss number 1, who seems to exist purely to shit-talk Hal.
And I tell you this, everyone was talking about her in the trailer. They was like, oh, here we go, the girl boss sheriff and everything. One thing, it wasn't as imposing and overbearing as I thought it was going to be. I was like, okay.
His investigation for as long as possible to stretch the 20 minutes of actual plot into a 60-minute episodes. But despite her best efforts, Hal uncovers the shooter and he suspects that he's an alien in disguise, but annoying girl boss number 1 won't let him interrogate the guy, even when he gets himself arrested to be sent to the same jail as him. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm no expert on the Green Lantern powers or anything, but couldn't Hal just force his way into the prison if it's that urgent? It's not like a small-town sheriff is going to be able to stop him, no matter how much of a girl girl boss
True.
she is. What fucking ever.
Guess he
So
just
the
wanted to
two
be a
lads
good guy.
eventually get summoned to evil redneck man's house. I know he's evil because he's a white man who lives on a ranch and immediately starts talking about wanting to protect the planet from anyone who wasn't born there.
How about we both want to protect the planet from anybody not born on it?
Are you getting the subtle messaging yet, dear viewer? Anyway, evil redneck man pulls some strings to get Hal to interrogate the shooter, which is something that should have happened like 20 minutes ago, but fuck it, we need to make this episode an hour long somehow. And even though annoying girl boss number 1 is absolutely convinced that he's barking up the wrong tree, Hal's actually proven right and the man really is an alien pretended to be human. Then he blows himself up, but Hal saves the day with his ring powers and she's still pissed at him somehow. Seriously, fuck off. Flash forward another 10 years and John returns to the place where
There
it
we
all
go.
happened, reunites with annoying
His
girl boss
giant
number 1 who
goatee.
somehow hasn't aged a day in 10 years, and together they find Hal's frozen body at the football stadium, having completed his middle-aged white man character arc by dying and stepping aside to make way for someone more diverse. Now, what can I say about this show except I can't think of many projects where the influences and intentions of the writers are more glaringly obvious than Lanterns. Instead of making a show about intergalactic space cops going on cosmic adventures and battling all manners of weird and wonderful alien threats, they instead decided to make a Temu version of True Detective, complete with bleak, cynical, and mostly unlikable characters who constantly have to swear to prove just how edgy they are, patched together with all the tedious tropes of modern Hollywood writing, and the usual laundry list of safe, predictable political targets like Republicans, small-town America, and immigration policy. And holy fuckballs, is it tedious. It's nothing but a standard...
Yo, he's going all in.
elements mixed in, made by people with no understanding of police procedures and no affection for superheroes. Not only is it crushingly slow and dull, stretching out the runtime with pointless side quests and putting characters into holding patterns while the plot catches up with them, but it also literally spells out everything that's happening just in case you weren't paying attention, which, to be fair...
You know what I read about? I read that Netflix nowadays, and I assume other streaming services, do this. They apparently have to tell you the plot or like steer you to what's happening. I think it's up to 3 times in an episode or a show, or each episode they have to kind of reiterate certain things. They said because people watch the TV show with their phones now. In other words, they're watching, but they're also scrolling. So they're paying attention, but they're not paying attention. So to keep you on track because you're scrolling, they have to tell you. And I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Like that, maybe because I grew up at a different time, I don't need that. I can actually sit and watch a full television show or movie without scrolling. Now, I remember hearing years ago that, like, I forgot what it is, what percentage of your views or YouTube videos, that people don't watch the full video. Like, people's attention spans are so small now that they may watch half your video, they might even watch most of it, but they won't watch all of it if it's a long form video. And they believe that's the reason why, TikTok was so explosive, because it hit that short attention span. You could get your whole video watched because it was only like 60 seconds or whatever. So I find that kind of interesting. Yeah.
You probably weren't. Like at one point when John goes to a barbecue at evil redneck guy's house, only to discover the old lady that he fucked in a parking lot the night before. Oh yeah, that's the thing which happens.
Yeah, it was so
is
stupid.
the guy's wife. And
Absolutely
the dude says this to him as he
stupid.
leaves.
Nothing better than eating off another man's grill.
I mean, okay, it's a bit cringy, but at least it gives you a bit of a hint about how much the man really knows. Then fucking Hal has to immediately jump in with this absolute clanger.
I definitely slept with his wife.
And he knows.
Apparently.
Well, now, did she tell? Or because he's rich, he's got eyes out there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's like the writers have never even heard of the idea of subtext. Honestly, Damon Lindelof should have been banned from ever writing anything again, ever, after the absolute embarrassment of Watchmen, but somehow this bald, pretentious retard just keeps failing upwards in Hollywood. Let that be a lesson to you, kids. It's not what you know, or even who you know, it's what you say that matters in that industry. In terms of character work, pretty much everyone except Kyle is an unlikable arsehole in this show, and most of that comes down to Kyle Chandler doing his best with some pretty shocking material. Aaron Pierre, on the other hand, is an absolute block of wood, with all the personality and charisma of a love child between Sam Worthington and Sophie Turner. Jesus, how is this guy supposed to carry the entire show? I was bored of him after like one episode.
Yeah, I think that we're going to be going back and forth with Hal. I think Hal might be in it actually a lot, even though at the end what happens, but a lot of people think it's a shapeshifter or something, so we'll see.
Ultimately, Lanterns is pretty much exactly what I expected when you take the political obsessions of Damon Lindelof and try to plant them in the creative wasteland of James Gunn's DCU by James Gunn. It's a show that combines the worst of every world, and I don't imagine I'm going to be wasting much more time on it. Not when there's much better things I could be doing.
Drinking and eating.
Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Oh, God. All right. Go over and follow the Critical Drinker. Tell them Tyrone Magnus sent you. And if you enjoyed my commentary and reaction on this, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe right on here. 10 million subscribers.